Hunters of the woods. Now the voyageurs, the canoe paddlers, worked for the fur companies under the laws of the king. The coureurs de bois operated outside the formal legal trade policies. They lived among the natives, they intermarried. In later years, many of them were of mixed race, native and French. But although they were technically outlaws, they were tolerated by the French government because they worked so closely with the Native Americans, and they were experts at the kind of guerrilla warfare that the Native Americans engaged in. And for almost 100 years, the French and the natives here in the West were involved in a series of wars with the English. And whenever one of those wars would start, the French would get the coureurs de bois. Any of those who were in jail would be released. There'd be a general pardon issued, and they would join up with native war parties and military expeditions, and they would basically turn them loose on the English settlements and the English forts. And again, with our coureurs de bois and our voyageurs, you can see a combination of native dress and European weapons, clothing, and equipment. You'll notice our voyageur at my far left is much more simply dressed. All he's got to do is keep the canoe going. So he's got a blanket coat, a capote. He would have a simple shirt under that, leather leggings to protect his legs, and moccasins, and the traditional French-Canadian knitted cap or toque. They didn't do a lot of hunting, they didn't do a lot of trapping. They were basically canoe paddlers, and their clothing and gear reflected this. The others have much more accoutrements. These would have been the coureurs de bois, and on my right we have a coureur de bois who has been living among the natives for 65 years and trading with them, and he's just come in from his winter hunt and spent his last winter among the natives. He's going to settle down now, live out his well-earned retirement here in the fort. But he's been living here in the upper country as a trader, coureur de bois, for 65 years. Thank you, gentlemen.